Jesus Christ! No, it did. It glitched too because it like when it shows you notifications within the
Yeah,
within your account. It
yeah,
literally
yeah,
sent me for my account as if it was on this account, like while I'm in the app. So I just
yeah. No,
click it and then it
it'll
switched to
do
my
that.
goddamn. I'm like, oh
So
my
I
god.
think we were doing a trade deadline, right? So what Rome did is because we were hosting the 7 hour space, he turned on notifications for like Woj Shams here, and it'll confuse you because we have
Yes.
notifications. So it'll
Oh
switch your
my
account because all of us have those guys' notification on our personals. So it'll just like confuse the fuck out of you.
freaking
I ain't
account
even
switch.
pressed. That shit happens. That shit happens
Yeah.
way too much.
I clicked it and then I saw my account in the corner and I'm like, oh shit, I hope this makes
Instantly,
it close. And then
it's
I go back, I'm like, fuck, it's closed. God damn it.
for
Yeah.
anyone listening, if you are hosting a space and let's say you have a secondary account and you get a notification from a tweet, like a tweet notification on that other account, and you hit it, like the space will end on the current account you're on. That's what
They
constantly
got a
happens.
What
Elon's
the hell am
awful
I
because if
burning
it
Elon
my
was
ain't doing
phone, bro?
shit.
if this was still Jack, bro, you would
Elon
have
ain't
got
doing
that
shit.
shit fixed by now.
Elon is not doing shit. But we could keep it moving. I think Blizzard is
Yeah,
still
old
going.
Buzzy, it was on you, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think I was talking about Gabe's impact, and I moved on to Rui. Yeah, for Rui, yeah, his decision making, like y'all said, he's definitely like improved a lot in the last few games. His rebounding game has gone a lot up. That's good to see because we really wanted to see it based off his build and frame. Like that's what he was supposed to be doing. And I mean, you could see maybe he could start keeping it consistent, honestly. And it looks like it might go that way soon. But if he does keep it up into the playoffs too, definitely could see something special with that. But good game to like the starters, man. It was just a good game watching that. And shout out to LeBron. Game ball goes to him. Dude went off 17 points in the fourth quarter. Just pure insanity, man.
Yes, sir, Buzzy. We appreciate that, bro. We gonna swing it to my dog. I'm gonna go to Duke Nation. Duke Nation, bro. How we feeling, bro, about that game?
I know
My
how you feeling.
special
Wah wah
performance
wah.
and the Duke game, possibly.
I think the only thing that could have made my Sunday worse is if the Nets would have came back and won that game. Um, but just shout out to Brian, bro. Like all the people on the TL who keep saying that the Lakers give him $60 million where his next contract extension. Like you guys really need to look yourself in the mirror. You guys are fucking idiots. The man literally just shot 9 from 10 from three. It got to a point where the man literally shot a fadeaway three going out of bounds and just hit it. Like the man is just great and special. Um, Also shout out Rui Hachimura because I know I'm one of many who's been giving him slack or whatever, like the whole season for him just not doing the things that he needs to do. But I think since the trade deadline, he's kind of went up another level. He's definitely a key piece to this team. Him having 20 and 10 tonight. Also, AD having 24 and 14 tonight. D'Lo definitely improved. Also, shout out Austin. He had 12, 7, and 6. Um, I think the only problem with this team is really outside of Dinwiddie. There's no one who can create out the bench at all. And I mean, hopefully, when Gabe gets in the swing of things, maybe he can, provide us with the shooting off the bench. But it's just like, regardless, like we just need Dinwiddie to do something off the bench. Like him having 0 points, 2 points, and after he just literally had what 20 or whatever when he was in the starting lineup, it's just weird. I don't know if he just can't find a rhythm off the bench. I mean, that's a conversation he needs to have with Darvin. But 0 points is unacceptable. I think somebody spoke on it, like the fact that literally I think we had 116 points and 114 of it was from our starters, and the only person who had 2 points literally was out for the last 3 or 4 months. Like that's completely unacceptable. But something definitely to take note of. I was, looking at some schedules. The Kings and I believe the Suns have some tough schedules coming up. I believe the only people we play on our schedule that's left is Cleveland and I want to say the Timberwolves. But Yeah, I think 7 is definitely reachable. I think 6 is just like that would just be absolutely grateful. But um, yeah, just shout out to the team for bouncing back after a pretty shitty performance in Indy. Just to come out and just give it to the Nets right away. Even though I was kind of upset that they let the game get to 8 after you just came out and dominated. I don't know what goes on with that, but yeah, just shout out to the squad for the victory. On to Toronto. That should be another easy W. We should be able to end this road trip pretty nicely. So I'm trying to enjoy the rest of my Sunday, even though my team lost. It's officially Cooper Flag season, so watch out.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Cooper Flag, bro. That's a real hooper. But yeah, shout out to Duke Nation. And shout out to Duke. Actually, no shout out to Duke. Fuck them niggas. We gonna go to gas, bro. How we feel about the gas?
First off, I want to say fuck Duke. That's number one. I had to get that off my chest. These niggas was bragging and shit because they made it to the Elite Eight. Woo, weak ass niggas. Second of all, LeBron motherfucking James. 40 ball? Nah, for 107 true shooting percentage. This nigga's crazy, dog. Moments like this, even I know it's Brooklyn, bro. I know it's the Nets. These niggas trash, but wins always feel good. Wins always feel good. We just bounce back from a loss. That's really why I'm happy, real shit, because niggas that loss kind of hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I know we played 3 games in 4 days. Cool, but we needed this win, and hopefully we get back on a little streak. I think we got Toronto next. Hopefully we can get these niggas up out of here too. Anthony Davis, a great fucking game. Gabe Vincent, defensively, great game. Offense was a little shaky out there, big dog. But I just need you to get back in rhythm. I wasn't mad at the shots that you took because once again you ain't played in like fucking 5 months. So I really wasn't. I couldn't get too mad at the shit you was taking because they kept passing you the ball. They was trying to get you a rhythm. It wasn't clicking, but hopefully goddamn shit get right. Spencer Dinwiddie, this is your revenge game, nigga. But defensively he was alright. D'Lo, heartbreaker. Killed my parlay. I needed 19 points. Nigga had 18. That sucks. That really hurt. That's $700 out the window, nigga. But yeah, Austin Reeves, great defensive game. Offense was a little shaky, but goddamn, he did enough. Goddamn, Castleton. Everybody was shitting on my nigga Castleton. Chill on my guy. You feel me? Like I said earlier, like let him get right, bro. He barely get minutes now. Y'all don't pay attention to South Bay Lakers. Goddamn, he be hooping. He be hooping in South Bay. But yeah, Cam Reddish, he saw the floor in garbage time, didn't do shit. What else? What points I want to make? Shot checker. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. Nigga, fuck you. AD tried to help you up, bitch ass nigga. You ain't want a nigga to help you up this shit. Lame man, nigga. Your ass in Brooklyn losing now. And yeah, that being said, we got a dub night. Toronto next, nigga Lake Show. Green Goons, nigga Free Rio.
Yes, sir. Coach Gas, one of the realest coaches out here.
You feel me though?
Realer than our
I
coaches out here.
mean, I mean, he shows up to work, so
Facts, you know what I mean? He always brings his
can't
lunch,
say the same for
clocks in,
everybody.
clocks out. Some people just clock in when they want to clock
That's
in.
why
You
my
feel
nigga
me?
gets co-host, bro.
That's what
I'm
I'm
telling you,
saying, man.
listen, bro. If you
Some
show up, you get
some
a
some
co-host. It's
niggas
simple,
some
bro.
niggas be in spaces while we on
During the
spaces.
space,
They're in the space. It's
I'll
another
be
nigga
damned.
who's in our chat or who's in a chat who's doing a space right now during a crazy, crazy,
Yeah,
crazy, crazy, crazy,
it's
crazy.
interesting how this shit works out,
Facts,
huh?
Mason Band. We appreciate that, guys. We're gonna we're gonna go to I'm gonna go to Trey. Trey, you took coach out your name. Thank God. It's on Trey.
Appreciate that, man. Don't hate. I took it out of my name because I just felt like y'all real coaches, and I'm just I'm just a nigga in the back of the bus. Yeah, if you know, you know. Uh,
Rose Parks.
hey, to the game tonight, man. Shout out to LeBron, man. He came to play, man. 9 threes. I didn't even know the nigga had 9 threes, man. Until I checked the box, I was like, dang, this nigga's hooping. That fadeaway three out of bounds was crazy. Shout out to him one time. Um, Shout out to the start. Shout out to the starters. The bench. I want to touch on the bench. Now you niggas went light. I'm about to go hard. Pause.
No Diddy.
Here we go the Diddy. Spencer Dinwiddie tonight. Awful. 0 points, bro. Come on, man. You back in your hometown. Come on, man. You supposed to be showing me something. Show us that playoff Dinwiddie. You showed me nothing. Come on, man. Come on, bro. My gosh, man. Gabe Vincent bucket in the first quarter was our only bench point. That is disgusting. Truly horrid. Shout out to Cam Reddish for getting garbage time minutes. I don't want to see that nigga even getting. I don't want that nigga getting any bench minutes except for the garbage time, man. At all. The bench needs to step it up. You know what? I'm opposed. I kind of want Austin back on the bench, and maybe you throw Dinwiddie in the starting five a little bit. Maybe Austin could go back to the bench and give us the much needed bench scoring that we need. I'm down for it. Austin Reeves back to the bench, so he can be our bench provider. He can run with the bench and get the points moving. Because I'm not really putting my trust in no Spencer Dinwiddie to give us no bench scoring. I'm sorry. When that nigga when he's not on, cone, straight cone, nothing. But shout out to Gabe Vincent for coming back tonight. His defense was great. He gets in the rhythm. Maybe he can do something for us. But yeah, 2 points whole game is actually insane. But on to the next one. You got the Raptors next. Then you got the Wizards. You should win both those games. By the way, the Mavericks are beating the hell out of the Rockets tonight. So shout out to Luka. He's got 48. I think he got 48 last time I checked. That nigga's got 50. He's cooking these niggas out. He has 10 threes. He has 10 threes tonight. Shout out to Luka, man. That white boy's different. He might win MVP. Other than that, you should win the next two games. Easy peasy. What else? Yeah. Keep the please score on the bench next game, please. Please, we don't no 2 points. Disgusting. Horrid. Shout out to the women's basketball. They've been hooping as of recent. I've been seeing a lot of them. I was kind of not familiar with how many baddies they got hooping out there, man. Jesus Christ. Gee, I need to go to a game, man. That was not yo. This Haley Van Lith chick. I didn't know who that was till I seen her. I was like, hold on, man. I might go have to play in the snow. Where's she at? And then this Caitlin Clark girl popped up on my TL yesterday. I'm pretty sure niggas seen. Don't.
All right, bro. We're moving on. Appreciate it, Trey. Yeah, appreciate the basketball analysis. Appreciate the basketball analysis. Um, who got next? Hey, Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
my God, damn, it's on you, bro.
Jesus, man.
Hey man, what type of shout out?
You started with HBO, but you stopped with Caitlin Clark.
Was that was that out of pocket saying she bad or what? Am I gonna get banned? Chill out.
It's on them, bro.
All right, yo, what's good, coaches? There, how we doing tonight?
I'm doing good,
Oh,
brother.
we good, bro. We good, bro. My fault, my fault,
I'm
my
like,
fault.
damn, ain't
Nobody
that?
said nothing. They was quiet.
We good,
Nobody
bro. We
said
living, bro.
shit.
Sunday,
Uh,
Easter, duh, we living.
yeah. Happy Easter to all y'all. Hope it was a good day for y'all.
Good,
Glad we
good,
got
bro.
the win tonight. Glad we got the win tonight. It's great that we were up 20 at the end of the first, and then 23 going into halftime. I know Brooklyn made it a game. The closest they got it to was 8, but being up that much, it allows you to have some room for teams to make that comeback. You don't want them to make that comeback, but it gives you this cushion where even if it gets close, you don't feel too nervous. You don't feel too uncomfortable with the game slipping out of your hands. So even when they got the lead down to 8, I wasn't, uncomfortable, because we've been in that position before where we're up big and sure, sometimes we collapse, but most of the time, um, we maintain that lead and we go right back up, 15, 17. So it's good that even though we did collapse, in that fourth, they got it down to 8. We got it right back up to a comfortable lead, a comfortable cushion, so that we could win. Braun, 40 points. He was on an absolute burner from behind the arc. Just to go up from 40% to 41.5% on the year, just off one night alone, is insane. And just for him at 39 to be this great of a shooter, that's already prolonging his career. That it's already been long. It's making it even longer. Pause. So
No pause.
but a great night from Braun. A great first half from AD. Didn't really have he wasn't. I don't think he scored too much in the second half, but still good that he had a good first half. Speaking on Gabe Vincent, first game back in about anywhere from 4 to 6 months. I think for what he did tonight, although he was the only guy who scored our 2 points off the bench, what he provided for us defensively is something that we've missed, especially with Vando out. Cam can provide us what he can on defense a little bit, but on offense, he's just so it's so irritating just seeing Cam Reddish out there on the floor. But you don't get that feeling with Gabe Vincent. He was chasing around screens properly. He was chasing around screens well. Even if he got caught on them, he was able to recover. He's a bit of a physical guard, so he was making shots tough for Cam Thomas, a little bit for Mikal Bridges too. So it's good to see that his first game back, he was able to make an impact. Hopefully, the offense can come in terms of shooting. I know everyone's going to highlight that too. He only shot 4 shots tonight, and it feels magnified every shot that he takes because he only takes such a little amount of shots. Every shot that he takes just feels magnified. Like hit it, Gabe, hit it, Gabe, hit it, Gabe, and it feels like every shot that he shoots has pressure to it for us fans. But hopefully the offense comes around. I know we had like a horrid 4 guard lineup. Torian at the 4. And that's just Jackson Hayes is he didn't play tonight. Colin Castleton, he played a little bit, but he's coaches. He got a very short leash on Colin. He's not gonna allow him to play through a lot of his mistakes. So he's gonna opt for those guards lineup. He's pretty comfortable with that. Although I don't like it, but especially if you're gonna go with that guard lineup, with Gabe, you're probably playing Spencer with them as well. One of those two need to decide who's gonna be the scorer out of that bunch, and preferably it should be Spence. I know Spence has gotten into this role where he's gonna pass up some shots to make sure everyone gets their touches and makes the right play, but when Braun's sitting and it's the bench lineup, or AD sitting as the bench lineup, one of those two guys has to be the scorer between Gabe and Spence, and it really should be Spence. He's the bigger guy. He's the more stout guard. He can actually get to the rim, create rim pressure. So he should, at least focus a little bit more of his energy and effort into scoring because you have Gabe back there who can support you defensively a little bit. So because we don't want to have these games where Spence is giving you utterly nothing on offense, just absolutely nothing. You don't want that from him, especially when you actually have a guard mate in Gabe Vincent who can at least cover for you a little bit defensively, could score a little bit, but you want every bit of scoring you can get out of your bench right now, especially because we're so depleted. But I think once we get our guys back, once we get Vando back, hopefully Christian Wood returns this season, or get into the play in. If we win the play in, hopefully he comes back in the playoffs. But I think when those guys come back, when we start getting more of the bench guys, more of the bigger pieces, I think the bench scoring will be solved a little bit. Because that's a massive issue. We've been like bitching and complaining about bench scoring for I don't know how long now. It's been absolutely ridiculous. But hopefully that problem gets solved. When guys come back, I've heard that the Lakers are targeting an early April return for Vando, so that should be extremely soon. He was on court today, pre-game workouts, so hopefully he comes back really really soon. But glad we got the win today. 9 games over 500 again. Hopefully, this back to back. That I think it's a back to back Tuesday and Wednesday. Hopefully we win those 2 games, get to 10, 11 games over 500, and keep inching and getting to a good position in terms of being in the play-in, the 8 seed, the 7 seed. You got to keep one of those two dreams alive for those positions, and give ourselves a puncher's chance to only win one game to get into the playoffs, and then it's smooth sailing from there on. Once we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. But good game, good win tonight, and hopefully we win. That back to back. Tuesday, Wednesday against the Raptors and the Wizards. And the road trip. What is it? 3-1, 4-1, or something like that. But um, keep stacking dubs. Keep clicking at the right time. I've said it before, like we're clicking at the right time. We're getting W's, especially, with guys coming back. Gabe came back tonight. So, we keep stacking wins, keep getting guys back, and, we start clicking at like the perfect, most opportune time. So good win tonight, and I'll end my plan there.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
before you guys speak, I got a question, serious question. So I want to know.
Basketball question.
I got a serious question. So
Okay.
so like, who do you guys think can beat Denver? Because my two picks are probably Phoenix and Minnesota. Who do you guys think can beat Denver? Truthfully.
Does Coach Room want to lob that up? I'm gonna lob that to Coach Room.
Uh, who do I think can beat Denver? I mean, there's teams that can beat Denver. Denver's not an unbeatable team. Um, how many teams I think will beat Denver? Next to none. But I mean, I think the Wolves at full strength match up pretty well against that team. Depending on how Anthony Edwards does for a series, I think it's weird. This whole Phoenix shit doesn't feel like real. Like I don't. I know everyone's like, yeah, Phoenix, bro. They beat them in the head to heads, and I don't know. If you watch the context of those games in the regular season, I don't think it's enough for me to be like, oh yeah, Phoenix for sure would beat the Denver Nuggets. I don't think Phoenix can actually beat Denver in a series. It's really between like Minnesota and like Boston. Like if I'm being totally honest, like those two teams are the two that I'm like they could beat them. I think the Pelicans could also give them some very interesting issues for sure. But yeah, there's not really many teams that can beat them. But I also don't think they're unbeatable. So yeah, but probably those three, in my opinion, like Pelicans, Minnesota, and then Boston in the Eastern Conference. If I had to pick teams, like I don't maybe the Clippers. I don't know. Clippers
Mm,
are weird. Clippers are weird. I don't know. I don't even know where the
super
Clippers are going
weird.
to do this year. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, I
Okay,
don't know.
okay, appreciate that. Because I was thinking like, what if one of those teams knocked them out? Is do you guys think that's like right there? That's our path right there. It's like one of those teams, one of those three teams knock them out. That's our path, right? Like just get there.
That's definitely the. I mean, I've been saying that, bro. That's why you want them on the other side of the bracket. You want another team to have to deal with it and eliminate them, so you don't have to deal with it and eliminate them. That's what I've been saying. Like that. If they get eliminated, I mean, that changes everything. Like you could really go. I mean, win a title with that. So yeah,
Okay,
I would
appreciate
rather.
that.
Yeah, I would rather see another team try to eliminate them and meet them at the very last point instead of this new thing that people talk about. Just give them to me first, bro. Hell no, I'm good on
Yeah,
that. I
Nick
don't.
Wright did some damage there. I don't know what the fuck his
Yeah,
logic was, thinking like, oh yeah, there's gonna be, you got to get him right, and he just Nick Wright
it's
says
just,
dumb shit.
exactly.
A lot of you guys like him because there's a big LeBron guy, but he's actually kind of a dumbass sometimes. But either way, that's neither here nor there. I just yeah, just avoid Denver because you can't beat him. Like it's no,
Just wanting to you're literally telling God to give you his hardest battles, bro. I'm okay.
yeah, like I don't want to
No,
hear that shit,
no,
bro. It's
please,
like yeah, come on,
no.
shoot me. Like no, man. Like I'm good. Like I actually
Like that
want to
that
live to
meme, bro.
fight
You're
another
going to
day.
your landlord telling him, nigga, bro, this shit is weak. My rent, bro, fucking triple that.
Yeah, like best case scenario would be like they have to play Phoenix first round, then like Minnesota second round, and then maybe they lose one of those series, and then Western Conference Finals they're not even in it, or you know what I'm saying? Like something like there's just as currently constructed, you're not beating the Denver Nuggets. Like the
Yeah.
Lakers are not beating the Denver
And I
Nuggets.
know we had a lot of faith in beating the Clippers in 2020, even though we struggled at the beginning of the year against them, and then we beat them twice to end the season. But the Clippers, if people would have penciled the Clippers in and made the conference finals, and they did not make it. And we didn't even have to play the Clippers in 2020.
Yeah,
Like, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
true.
Make them
Yeah,
go through another route, and who knows what the fuck can happen. Like, who knows? You got to beat
yeah.
two teams.
Actively wanting to play the best teams like
Stupid.
in the playoffs, it just doesn't make sense. Like, no, bro.
So
Like,
dumb, bro. You don't get a
yeah,
badge for going on the harder route. A championship's a
yeah,
championship, bro.
yeah. Exactly,
They
bro.
all
Give me the
count the same.
easiest route possible, bro. Give me.
Facts. Nigga, I want to play the Trailblazers in the conference
I
finals
want
if
to
we
play
could.
niggas. I want to play depleted teams that like aren't at full
Exactly.
strength. Like, I don't give a fuck about
Give me the fucking
fucking
Grizzlies in
honor.
the conference finals and the Hornets in the finals if that could happen. But I mean,
Niggas
it
want
can't.
honor, bro. You think
Yeah.
niggas in Miami said, you know what, our finals run didn't count because Giannis missed a couple games in the playoffs. Fuck no.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, they
this
didn't
is
just
not
like
how it
our
works.
second round didn't matter because Giannis
Fucking
missed
Phoenix
games.
Suns went to the finals because AD got injured. Literally, it's that simple. Like, so
Facts.
it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But yeah, we appreciate that. Who went? Dem and Trey. Dem and Trey, we appreciate that, bro. We're gonna go to I'm gonna swing it to Joshua F. Josh, how we feeling, bro? Big game, big win. LeBron masterpiece.
What's up, Rome, Shub, Zay, speakers, listeners? Yeah, great win. The moment we was up 15 points, it was 15-0 at the first quarter, and then going to the halftime, we was up 23 points. I figured I was hoping that we would just be done early, with our stars and Bron and AD, and then call it a day. But fortunately, that wasn't the case. Brooklyn was going away. And on top of that, we were playing with fucking food, man. So it is what it is. But at least we got the dub. Um, Gabe Vincent returning. I mean, I think he played amazing defense for the most part. But offense, he just wasn't there on offense. But defensively, he was really impressive. So kudos to him. And Gabe Vincent is going to be very, very important for us. Come playoff time, because we've been lacking with a POA defender with with Cam being out and Vandal being out. So it's like, we're definitely going to need him big time. So yeah, but kudos to him on his defense. Um, our bench, literally, our bench, literally, it was just complete ass. Like with them, with Dinwiddie and Gabe and Torian Prince combining over 50 minutes, and only was able to get like only 2 points out of those three is like, yeah, I mean that's some nasty shit. Um, but I don't know what's gonna happen moving forward with our bench. Our bench, is completely rough. Like we have nobody that can really score consistent coming out the bench. So I don't know what's gonna change moving forward with our bench. But yeah, but yeah, LeBron, 40 points, man. I mean, LeBron, man. Like playoff LeBron is here. I mean, we're already seeing it. So LeBron, he continued to do LeBron James shit. Rui is very, very impressive lately. Rebounding the ball, he's there on defense, making timely shots. Um, he just been very, very great since being in that starting lineup. So I don't think he should be that one person that shouldn't really shouldn't be the one coming off that bench. Because like really like nobody's really gonna be running plays for that nigga Rui when he's coming off that bench. So he looks very good since being in that starting lineup. So and he's picking it up on defense and rebounding it more. So um, I hope he continues that way and continues to play really great basketball. Um, D'Angelo Russell, like I think Rome mentioned, where I think he mentioned in his tweet too, like how he won the Dennis battle. Because I'm thinking that that D'Lo might have himself another bad game with Dennis possibly being on his ass, but um, totally wasn't the case. He completely won the battle. He completely made his shots as usual. But yeah, I mean, what more can you ask for D'Lo? But yeah, other than that, but I hope this win should be the start of us continue this win streak moving forward. We got Toronto, then we got Washington, and then pretty soon we're gonna have Vandal back as well. So I hope this win streak continue, and hopefully it be the start of us going on that win streak. We know we're trying to get up on those standings. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that, man, go Lake Show, and thank you guys.
Yeah, bro. We appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, we appreciate it,
Yeah, we
Josh.
got a quote from Bron. I don't know if you saw it, Zay, but he's essentially said LeBron James on how he expects to continue playing in the NBA. He said, "Not very long. I'm not going to play another 21 years. That's for damn sure. But not very long. I don't know when that door will close as far as when I'll retire, but I don't have much time left." Like, um, it's interesting from him. I mean, especially when you consider um, the contract stuff that's coming up. Like, I really wonder what his contract's going to be next year. Like, I know a lot of people are talking about the 3 year deal thing, but like, bro, is he going to play another 3 years? Like, I don't know if LeBron James wants to play 3 more years of basketball. I'm sorry, I just like I just don't see LeBron James the purpose for LeBron for him to play for another 3 seasons. That's a lot of time, bro. Like, that's 200 more games. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think you can really tell this is one of the years. I mean, it's been for a minute, but I think this year and last year truly the just kind of boringness of the regular season is really starting to catch up to be like obviously if you could just skip. I think Brady said this like if you could just skip to the playoffs, like niggas would play for even longer. But this fuck having to get through all 82 and the preparation and trying to stay healthy through the entire year, I think it just takes a toll, especially for somebody who's already played the most minutes in the NBA ever. Like getting through all this, the grind of doing this shit, like it's tough. Obviously, he doesn't have another like 10 years in him, but I mean, man, like
That's why you need a nigga in Atlanta. But
right.
Which one?
we appreciate it.
Both of
The short one,
Shit, might as well bring him.
them.
shorter one.
Both.
Ask Sean Davis.
Yeah, we appreciate it,
We
Josh.
appreciate it, Josh.
I'm
Appreciate
gonna
you.
swing it to my guy JDP. JDP, how we feeling, bro? James not in here,
What's
by the way.
good? Hey, yeah, I knew that nigga was gonna say. I knew it. I knew you were gonna do that shit. And I was gonna give you a shout out too, my nigga. You know what? Look, fuck that shit. Shout out to the coaches in general now. Yeah, nigga. Fuck Duke. I'm a Duke fan, and y'all niggas just choked the game away. So fuck y'all. Um, Shit got me mad. Anywho, this game. I've been MIA for a minute. I haven't been here in a while. It's good to be back in the best space on here. But I'm mad that we lost the last game. I feel like we should be it should be like seventh in a row, but it is what it is. Shout out to the bench, a whopping 2 motherfucking points. Like what? And it was by a player who hasn't played in 47 games. So great job, guys. That was awesome. Uh Hopefully with our reinforcements coming back, because we have Vando coming back like what in a week. Maybe that'll bring some order. The bench is clearly missing Rui's offense. That's if Rui even goes to the bench. Let's see what Darvin pimple headed trash ass coach pockets ass nigga does. This game, I'm glad we won, but let's be honest, guys, it was the Nets. They suck clearly because we had like 20 turnovers and we still won. Braun had to go nuclear, of course. Shout out LeKing. Like it was absolutely fucking amazing. Shout out AD too. He's had a really good game. D'Lo and Austin were cool. It was all right. Rui was cool. He's been solid lately. Shout out Gabe Vincent for his defense. His rhythm, his offense is gonna come. Eventually, it'll be there. But I'm just this game. It was cool, but I don't see us doing much if we're only gonna have 2 points off the bench. Like I don't know what y'all think. I don't know what y'all seeing. If y'all feel the same way, but I've been 2 points off the bench, and like niggas like Torian Prince can't even scratch 5 points. Spencer Dinwiddie can't get 5 points against his former team. His former team. The niggas that was talking bad about him, talking down his name. He couldn't go get 5 to 10 points. Like what's going on here? Like I don't know. I still don't feel super confident. And then we got other people that we need to lose, keep winning. And when they do lose and we have a chance to win, we lose. It don't make no sense. I don't feel comfortable at this ninth spot. I don't know if y'all feel like we're gonna be able to get to that seventh spot or at least eighth, but I don't feel comfortable at this ninth spot. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a fun place to be. Warriors came back and won, unfortunately. So I was hoping they would be knocked out and Rockets would be there instead. Um, so yeah, to today's game is just all you can do is be like, hey, Braun is freaking amazing. Braun is awesome. But we have a lot of problems, including yet again, we saw it, you guys. We knew we were gonna see it. The three guard lineup. Oh man, who was excited to see that shit? We got to see it again. Niggas had what was it? What was the line? It was D'Lo, Gabe Vincent, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Torian Prince and Castleton in the first quarter. Yeah, y'all niggas got it, bruh. Y'all niggas got it. I'm jumping off this roller coaster. I can't do it no more. This shit's too stressful. I look. I'm just gonna join in on spaces, hear what y'all gotta say, and save my tears for later. Because when I saw that shit, I was like, yeah, bruh. Ain't no way in hell we got a chance with this shit. If this what this nigga's doing, I get it. Jackson Hayes hurt, Christian Wood hurt. We don't got a center. Giles apparently was like trash for like 2 minutes, whatever the other game. Like he was inactive today, and we decided never to sign another big man for some odd fucking reason. So we got to see the lineup we got to see, and that was scary. Again, 2 points off the bench, three guard lineup. Pimple headed coach Pockets back to his normal shit. I just don't see us getting past many teams. Yeah, that was my take. I know it's kind of sad for a win, but that's just the truth. So y'all have a good one.
Yes, sir. Very doom and gloom. On the night we won, absolutely. We really rock with that. We rock with that JDP.
Draymond had
Look,
21.
it's the truth, my nigga. It's the truth.
Very fake. Very,
This
very,
nigga
very
had
fake.
21 and 11 and 6 steals. Okay, bro.
Like
Like,
you
all
might have
right.
to just downgrade every player that played in that game that allowed
That's
Draymond to score 20.
that's insane, bro. So
Disgusting.
that's insane. Whatever, bro. Fuck it. Good thing we won.
We go get to the last three speakers. I'm gonna go to T first, and then I wet, and then the eighth one, and then we gonna get out of here. T, it's on you, bro.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, obviously great win today. Um, yeah, I echo what the other guy said. To be fair, I don't see us going far, unfortunately, due to the due to the idiot we have in charge. I feel like as good as today's win was, it cracked over a lot of bad things. I think what's his name, um the guy on the bench, didn't she? Yeah, he needs to fix up because scoring 2 points isn't gonna cut it. Are you not still worried about LeBron's or AD's health going forward?
Wait, what'd you say? My
Are
fault. Can you repeat it?
you not worried about LeBron or AD's health going forward?
Um,
I'm
the
actually
ankle.
I'm actually not worried about their health at all. Like
Oh, what
LeBron
do you
James
think?
has been managing the ankle, obviously. So he'll miss a game every now and then. But I mean, it's pretty obvious that like when it's time to go, like LeBron's there. I think this game was a good example of that. I would be stunned if LeBron plays in the back to back. I'm not gonna lie. Like I could see him either playing. I hope he plays Toronto and then sits Washington. That's what I'm hoping. Uh, but yeah, I mean, just the fact that like AD's health, I'm even more or less concerned about. I think he's straight, honestly. Now I feel like he's fine. It's mainly LeBron kind of just load managing himself, but yeah, when he's out there playing, I mean, the dude just dropped 40 and like had a lot of spring in his step, like just playing. So I'm not really worried about their health. I'm more so just worried about the volatility of everyone else. If I'm being totally honest with you, bro, like yeah, like I mean, Darvin was weird in this game. Rotations were not great. I think that kind of led to our bench not being good. The role players obviously, have been solid lately, but are still kind of on and off. So I mean, I'm not really worried about their health. If I'm being honest, I'm
Mm.
more so worried about just the consistency of everyone.
Yeah,
I think especially because in the playoffs there's no back to backs. I don't think I'm yeah, for both of them back to backs not the greatest thing. When you eliminate those, I mean,
yeah.
and funny enough, our next four games are two sets of back to backs, which is disgusting, but it is what it is.
But another one more thing. You see in the off season, me personally, I think we need a third star because, like you mentioned before, LeBron's getting older. He's dealing with these ankle injuries. He's going to be 40 next year. I think we need a third star. Obviously, a lot of people are against it because I think they have PTSD with the Westbrook thing. But I wanted to know your opinion because I think we need even if not a Trey Young, some sort of guard that can score like a Kyrie, like a or Donovan D Mitch or someone.
I
I'm
think
gonna
that
say
goes
it's a
back to the same thing we just talked about, right? Like the consistency of everyone else, like right? I think that's why people want the third star because you just don't know how much you can depend on these role players and how consistent they're going to be night to night. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
it's a tiny it's just a teensy bit too early to to really we kind of did a little bit on the TL, but it's a little too early to go third star. I'm not gonna hold you. It's just a tiny bit too early.
Okay, and you
Well, I mean, this is the first. So I just read it. The Lakers clinch a winning record for the fourth time in the LeBron era. So no matter what happens this season, we're going to be an over 500 team. But that's kind of where the depth has gotten you, right? Like this two-star model depth thing. That's kind of where we're at. Um, so I mean, I feel like we're seeing what the two-star depth model is, but I don't think we've gotten to see what this three-star model is because the third star thing, we never had the third star. So it's like I don't even know, right? Like it's hard for me to gauge, okay, well, third star model doesn't work. It's like, well, okay, let's look at these third stars that we're talking about here. The third stars, okay, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. I'd say that one worked. I think that one worked pretty fine. They didn't last long because guys got injured, but I mean that is what it is. If a star gets injured, whether it's depth or not, you're still not gonna win shit in the playoffs. The Suns, Bradley Beal, is he a bona fide star? I mean, he's playing worse than D'Angelo Russell this season, so I wouldn't say that. I'm just trying to think of the actual third star. Like, it's tough. I don't know. I just don't think the Lakers have even known what a third star is to say that it works or it doesn't work. Because all these models that we're talking about, they're not stars. Like the third star is not a star. Like if
mm,
Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal, and I don't even know who else is considered stars, then yeah, I mean I'm not really that surprised that it doesn't work. So
mm,
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we'll see what happens. Obviously, this season, you got to see how far you can go with this team, with this roster, with what you have now. So, I mean, obviously, that conversation will be talked about when it's time to talk about it. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm not one of the people that is opposed to it. I'm not like, nah, don't get a third star, don't blow this shit up. Because as currently constructed, what I'm seeing, I don't think this is good enough. Like, I don't think what this is sustainable and like,
you don't think
you
we could
know,
beat?
huh?
You don't think we could beat Denver?
I don't know.
No,
No,
at all. No chance.
nah. I mean, we could probably take a couple games off them, but
I,
like, I don't know. I
Scores a
mean,
couple.
I haven't seen, I haven't seen us beat the team yet, so it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like regular season, postseason. I just
yeah,
when
but
you
then
don't see a team win, like it's like if a team's down, right? If a team's losing and like you never see them take the lead, it's hard to think you're gonna win that game. It's the same thing. I mean, if you don't see where you can win, if you don't see where you can cut in and like get a win, I've seen a lot of teams that I think are worse than the Lakers beat the Denver Nuggets. I don't think the Nuggets are an unbeatable team. I just think against the Lakers, it's tough, man. Like, I
yeah, but
mean,
then could you not add context and say that the last 7 or 8 times we played them, it's been down the stretch, and then unpopular opinion, but I think because main reason we've lost games is because our two stars, LeBron and AD, have been outplayed by their two stars. So could you not say if we can fix that, then we can probably beat them?
Mm.
I mean, if you could guarantee that our two stars are going to outplay theirs, then I mean, yeah. But if it hasn't, here's my thing. It'd be one thing if it's like one game, 2 games, 3 games. Bro, it's eight. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
that's true.
eight's kind of a large, like eight's a larger sample size than. when you talk about this time, like for example, right? Like the Kings, right? Like, oh, we can't beat the Kings, we can't beat the Kings. Like it's only been 4 games. Like I still kind of want to see what happens if we had to play that team, right? In like a playoff setting or even in like a play-in setting. Like that to me is more I like adding the context to that one more. But like what you said, like a lot of the losses against Denver has been down the stretch. And like in the most but the problem about losing down the stretch is that's the most important part of the game. So if you constantly lose down the stretch in fourth quarters, then that I don't know if that's a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if that could be a coincidence 8 times as opposed to just being like, oh yeah, this is just kind of exactly what happens every single time we play this team. So I mean, it is what it is. Like it's hard for me to ever fully doubt LeBron and Anthony Davis. So like going into a series with them, I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's over. We might as well just not watch. Like it's not like that, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's tough though. I think it'd be super tough. Like I'd rather another team beat them. You know what I mean? Like that, we talked about that earlier. Rather another team take
Yeah.
care of business and beat Denver. Like because if Denver's out of the picture, then I don't. I mean, all bets are off. Like I think the Lakers could beat any other team.
You can think of the Clippers.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
I
cool.
think they can beat the Clippers. I think they can beat the Wolves, Pelicans, all those teams. I think the Lakers are
Warriors.
capable of beating a lot of teams in this league. Like except Denver just is the exception to that for me because I just
What about
haven't seen it.
Phoenix?
Sorry.
Phoenix, yeah, because we haven't played them with the big three.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
think we could beat Phoenix for sure. I
Okay.
mean, I don't think
they
it's
got
just
the
as
guys.
easy. I don't think it's an easy foregone conclusion or anything, but yeah, I think we could for sure beat them though. Like yeah,
Yeah,
All right then.
we yes sir, man. Yeah, we appreciate it. T. We gonna swing it to a wet. Paul, I don't know if I should say no Diddy on his name, but we'll go to a wet. How we doing, bro? How we feeling?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Um, Shout out to all the coaches and the space.
is that
I've
how
been
you
watching
pronounce
for.
it though? Is it a
Yeah,
wet? Is
I
it?
was about to say. I was about to say. First time speaking, and you start dissing me straight away. Kind of
Yeah, come
crazy.
on, Zay.
Two British niggas back to back is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
That was fucked up, Zay. That's on at Xavier Joseph at wet. That's on him, bro.
Wait, I didn't know if it was a wet or what. My fault, gang. I ain't
Nah,
want to make
it's
no
it's
fucking
it's
thing.
it's Awet. It's Awet. It's
Oh,
the
Awet.
Eritrean name.
He's a
What I
Awet.
stupid
said, nigga?
American,
Oh, my
bro.
fault.
You didn't say that, bro. You said Awet. It's Awet. It's way
You
different.
niggas are saying the same. Okay,
No, we're not. That's way different.
I wet. That's what he
Awet.
said.
No, bro.
Awet.
It's water.
Awet.
You're enunciating too much on the
That's my
like.
fault. Yeah,
It's
I am
Awet.
saying a wet. My fault, gang.
Focus on the ah sound, not the s sound.
Ah, wet. I wet.
It's Awet.
No, there's
I
no
wet.
wet at the end. It's Awet. Awet. It's an Eritrean name.
These niggas are mind fucking me right
That
now.
shit crazy.
So my dog, Mr. Ruffalo.
But yeah, no. My first time up here, so thanks for having me. Um, and all I wanted to say was it's a great win tonight. Um, LeBron went crazy, but the reason I wanted to speak is I wanted your lot's thoughts on the main issue, which I know you guys spoke about, which is Darvingham, because this is another game where we had LeBron going crazy to actually like see home um get the win in the end of the day. And my main thing with I know you guys mentioned it all year about Darvingham, but my main thing with him is we had players like D'Lo who's turned the corner this season. Um, with like his great shooting and just great gameplay like since the trade deadline rumors. And but for me, that's nothing to do with Darvin Ham or the coaching. It's just like that's all in spite of Darvin Ham. And then we have players like Max Christie who second year now and we have no idea what kind of player he is. And it's because he's been glued to the bench with Cam Reddish and TP and these kind of players like taking all these minutes. So like back to what the last speaker was saying with like the Denver Nuggets, I don't think we're ever gonna beat that team because we constantly get out coached by like every team that plays, and it needs like a heroic effort from our star players. And the worst thing about it is that we have like LeBron James playing a full season, we have AD fit the whole season, and we're still in the ninth seed. So um, not to be too negative today, because I still think with those two stars we can make a real playoff run. But that is the main issue going forward. Like we don't know how good our role players are because of the way he's been coaching them all season, and so we don't even know who would we want to trade, like or give away. Because Rui is another one where he's been playing great, but he's been benched for half the season, so we don't even know if he has another gear to him, or if this is some like high confidence thing that's coming from LeBron James. But my main takeaway is this: what I think this team really needs is not really necessarily a third star, because between D'Lo and Rui and AR, I feel like we have enough like shooting power along with AD and LeBron. What we need is another center. Like, what do you guys think about that? I feel like if we just have another center who can guarantee like a good 10 rebounds a game, along with AD playing alongside him and LeBron James, then that will go further than adding a third star, and then you just have like maybe D'Lo, and then you got Reeves and Rubicon off the bench. What do you guys think about that?
I think that is a it's a it depends on the big. I mean, if AD can't guard Jokic, I mean, can't nobody for real. So it really depends on like a nigga like Porzingis. Me and Rome was lobbying heavy to try to get Porzingis in the offseason. I thought that would have been such a big move, but I mean, hey, like you just I don't know. It's tough. Denver's just tough, bro. With
Yeah,
how they are fucking tough. You got to really hope in the offseason too that they lose like KCP or something like that. Lose one of their
yeah.
core five guys too to kind of just lighten it up. These guys, I think a thing too that's underappreciated and talked about with Denver is like the continuity factor they have. Like they legitimately know exactly what they're gonna do every game and down the stretch of every game and have been in every scenario. Like their five guys and especially their two best players, bro, they've run like a million actions together over and over and over. It's just
They've
some
been
like
together longer than AD and LeBron have been together.
yeah, like these guys, yeah, they was together when CJ and Dame was in Portland. Like these niggas have
Like they
they
did this
was
shit with Jeremy Grant, bro. Like they did
yeah,
shit
like
with fucking Vanderbilt was on their team. Like they all literally, yeah, it's crazy.
that shit is so hard when these guys are also extreme playoff risers and they also have this ridiculous chemistry together, bro. This shit is so tough. You kind of need OD talent to beat that at a certain point. Like that's why I get a nigga like KP. Man, would that have been crazy, bro? Even him being kind of injured, he still played 50 games this year. Like
Yeah, some
damn.
of those games are like he just didn't play though. It wasn't like he's like, oh, he couldn't play. Like he
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. He just didn't. Yeah,
they're the
they
best. They
injury
have the
management
best
because
record in the league. Like it's
yeah,
fine.
they're
It doesn't
100
matter.
games over 500 right now, so he don't
Yeah,
really have to play. So yeah.
yeah, I agree. I think for me, there's definitely some bigs that you can add to this roster that absolutely complement Anthony Davis and help this team like be very formidable. Like there's a good number of centers I think that you could put around AD and LeBron and kind of be dominant. I think and that's kind of what the key is for the Lakers to be a dominant team. If you just think about the career path like of Anthony Davis, every year where he's just been incredible he's had another big. Like it just I mean 2018, I know everyone talks about how good he was and how he swept the Blazers that year, but bro, he had DeMarcus Cousins in his prime right there with him, dominating the league. Like when AD has another guy, he's just a different guy. Like 2020 with the Lakers, bro. Like JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, 2021, the year after, Mark Gasol, Andre Drummond. So if you can have legit center depth around Anthony Davis, that is up there to me with like the continuity factor of teams like Denver, teams like um Boston, because I think Boston, the way Zay talked about the Nuggets, I feel that way about Boston too. Like Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown are literally they've been teammates for so long, and their core around them, even though it changes, like there's just a level of like familiarity that those two have because they've just been in so many trench wars together, going to the playoffs, going on deep runs, literally since they were rookies. So it's like that's another thing when you talk about the continuity. But I think for like the Lakers yeah, I mean, I agree. I think if they get a legit, like they gotta have center depth, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
It's not just one guy. Like, give me two good centers. Like, give me a combination of centers. Give me centers that even if they don't do different things, like something that you can actually throw out there to where like they can play with or without AD. That's the problem I think right now. Like we haven't had centers in the last couple of years that can play with and without AD.
Can
That's
I
kind of
counter
what's
that?
been our
Can I,
Achilles heel.
can I counter that though, Ron? The
Yeah.
only reason I kind of like, and like two questions to that, right? Are you getting centers that can would you, if we say we signed the center, right? Are you then putting AD at the four, or are you going to say he's at the five? Yeah, the center we signed at the five, and then two, what would be the offense? Because the only reason I don't like the element of getting a another big who can't shoot is just clogging the paint. Because I think this year, with AD having full control of the paint, and you have people around who can play on the perimeter, that's benefiting his game. As opposed to if you got in 2020, like how we had Dwight and JaVale, I kind of felt like at times the paint was clogged and AD was shooting the ball a lot more from the perimeter.
Well, I mean, I feel like if you get another center, especially if he's like a more of like a bruiser type guy, like then yeah, AD is going to live more in the perimeter, and I think AD is going to be better in the perimeter. I think because he's not really going to have a choice. Um, but I'm also of the belief that I'm not a big fan of the whole idea that AD just has no touch outside of the paint. I think that's a thing that like a lot of people push, and like I just refuse to believe that. I just think Anthony Davis has played majority of his reps, majority of his possessions, majority in the half court, majority of since we haven't been able to have these other guys. He lives in the paint because kind of has to, and that's just kind of where it is. So I don't know. I mean, I've just seen AD be able to flourish with a multitude of different style of centers, which is why I think just simply having solid to good ones is a real difference maker. Like, bro, what the fuck was AD gonna do with Damian Jones and Thomas fucking Bryant? Like, seriously, what was he gonna do with DeAndre Jordan? Like, it's just there's just certain I don't know. For me, I think AD is a very versatile player. He's one of the most portable players in the NBA. He always has been. And I think if you can go add a center, whether or not he spaces the floor, I think it just makes that much of a difference just from a physicality standpoint. And okay, the Shea Gilgeous Alexander I think he just had a game winner if I'm not mistaken. Against the Knicks. That was insane. But yeah, I mean, I just feel like adding a center, like a good center, bro. Like, and they have to have a different skill set. Like, right? Like, you don't need to have another JaVale McGee Dwight, but you also don't need to have Kristaps Porzingis. Like, I think, bro, just think about it. I'm watching the Knicks right now. You tell me Isaiah Hartenstein doesn't immensely help this team? A dude that is going to give you solid production, rebound the basketball. A dude that can actually pass, play make a little bit, pass out of dribble handoffs and all type of like just action in general. Like that type of guy, but that absolutely helps Anthony Davis. So I mean, I just think it just depends on like Zay's point, who you get. What's their skill set, but I think it can work, bro. I for sure think it can work. I don't mean that doesn't mean they have to start, but
I was
as
just
long as
gonna
you can
say,
play on the floor with him, I think
I was
it's
gonna say,
what you
it
need.
could be not so specific. It doesn't need to be AD permanently at the four. He could be
Yeah,
like depending on the team you're facing, like play. He can be starting five with the team we currently have right now. But against someone like Denver, I reckon him being at the four and another center there, mainly for rebounds, because I feel like this team just is just like terrible at rebounds. Like with Rui, when he got those 10+ rebounds against the Bucks, it was a fake game. Like I was watching that game and I noticed like I think even Reeves got 14 rebounds in that game and they were all unchallenged. Like Bucks don't really get rebounds like that. And this team is terrible with rebounds in general. Like we get no offensive rebounds. So that alone, that element alone will transform this team is what I think. And then your point about the Nuggets having that continuity. Um, the last game we played, Darvingham benched D'Lo for the whole fourth quarter for Cam Reddish. Like the center in Darvingham is what I think is what's really holding us back. But I agree with all your points as well, man. Like for sure.
Wait, hold on. Another thing, you said something about Porzingis, didn't you? Coach Xavier.
Yeah, he mentioned Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then you think he can
Yeah,
guard
that's my
Jokic
guy.
as well?
Is that James?
Yes, that
When the fuck he get here?
Yeah, we appreciate that, my
Wait,
guy.
what were you saying, T? What were you
I
about to
said,
say though?
do you think that he can guard what's his name, Jokic as well?
No, I mean he can't guard Jokic. Listen, no one in this league can guard Jokic. It's not a thing.
I think
Like,
you need someone like a Drummond
If
to.
Anthony Davis can't guard Jokic, no one in the
yeah,
NBA can
there's
guard
just
him,
no
bro.
one.
It's
Like,
no one.
there's no one that
We
can
got the
guard him.
best nigga to guard him, and he can't guard him. So guess what? It's
I
not gonna
think
happen. That's why
there's
when niggas
two.
be saying that, it
Yeah,
just be like, bro, we literally have the only player who's tech in on paper should be able to, and it
yeah,
can't happen. So it's really about the others at that point. You can't
yeah.
let these other niggas, Michael Porter Jr. going 10 for 10 like he did. I don't think niggas realize
And the
that he
way
went
you
10 for 10.
do that, to Zay's point, the way you limit these other guys is by not having it. Like, so if you have another big, bro, let's say you have a Hardenstein, let's say you have a Gafford, let's say you have even a fucking Nurkic, like, and all those centers I name are completely different play styles, by the way. If you have a guy like that you can put on a dude like Jokic, now all of a sudden AD can go protect the rim and stop the others, right? That's where you kind of take advantage of what Anthony Davis does as a defensive player. Because if you simply just put him on Jokic and expect him to shut him down, it's just not going to happen. It's not. AD doesn't even play like that. AD doesn't play like a lockdown defender. AD locks down a area of the floor. It's not a player thing. AD's not like, oh yeah, AD shut down fucking Joel Embiid. No, bro, he stopped everyone from scoring in the paint at will. Like that's where AD earns his keep as a defensive player. So I think that's more so what it is than anything. But I also don't think you build a team around trying to beat one team. So like that also you can get burned like that. But yeah, I mean like for example, I think the Dallas Mavericks are a good example of like matching up well against that team, right? With Gafford, with Lively, with Kleber, with like they have a solid amount of versatile physical bigs. Like just something like that, bro. You don't need anything crazy.
Okay. Okay, cool. I think someone like Drummond, be personally, is the best option. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Yes, sir. We appreciate all y'all, man. We gonna go to my dog Eighth Wonder to close it out. Eighth, how we feeling, bro?
Hey man, hey guys, thanks for the mic. What's up, coaches? Solid win, guys, solid. Um, Shout out to the fans, actually, the fans in the stadium. We have a lot of Laker fans over there, man. It feels like it was a home game. I like that. I like the whole atmosphere, the vibe, and I think it's due time for LeBron hitting 9 threes, shooting high efficient. We're lucky. Our starting five played awesome because our bench, our ass today were 2 points. But I know the next game, next few 7 games left, I think our bench will be good. I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried how Gabe fits in, gets in and feels the vibe with that. But he played good when defensively. Um, can't wait for Vando. I think we're all waiting for Vando because his energy, his defensive, like the way he handles on defense, it's just contagious to our team. I think we become a much better defensive team when he's on the court. Um, that's it. I think the next 7 games. I know there's one back to back on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then another one on Saturday and Sunday. It's at home. It's a little weird because we don't get back to back home games, but the last few seasons, the NBA has implement that. But I think we're gonna be 7-0. That's my hot take. Um, and we're clicking at the right time. We're clicking at the right time, and then next game is just against the Raptors and Wizards. I want LeBron to play both, but I feel like he has to sit down on the one against Wizards, and then just AD rocket, right? But then there's another one on Saturday, Sunday. I think one of them has to take a rest, but who knows? Who knows? But I'd rather play them all on limited minutes. But the way Darvin Ham works out, he has hands in his pockets. He has rotation on messed up. Three guard lineups, it's just disgusting sometimes. But I think we have a good look. There's a more positive outlook into ending the season than we were, for example, around Christmas. We're losing the Celtics and Miami. I think we're in a lot more better position. But I don't want us to be ninth. I don't want us to be in the play-in. I'd rather us to be 8 or 7. I'm not sure if we could get to 6. Um, it is what it is. But just yeah, we're clicking good, and that's it. And then I think there'll be another LeBron 40-point games coming up again.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
then
Yes, sir.
for the free agency, I'm not a big fan of getting Trey for
Smoke John.
Rui Reeves. I'm not feeling that because sometimes all stars come into the Lakers and they don't perform under the lights. There's a lot of like everything is on you if the fans
Such
are on you.
Mm.
as, can we hear some of those names that didn't do it?
We all know
2022
we
to
all
2023 AD.
That nigga was not. Played
yeah.
for
So
in Westbrook.
we know some
Got
players.
you.
So we know some players. They leave LA, they become better leaving LA. Like and then it's just the spotlight's not for them. It's not everyone. It's not everyone to play with the Lakers because you
It's
got
Trey
fans.
Young, bro. We don't have to do
Yeah,
that.
maybe
It's
for
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash was the end of this year and of his career. But
Steve
it's
Nash,
Trey.
bro.
I'm
Come
just saying
on.
what we need. I think somebody said this. I think we need a
Magic
secondary,
Eye.
a solid. I would think we need a solid center that complements AD the way we played in 2020 with McGee and Dwight Howard. I just think we need a good center, a solid center, and then I think that's a push for the free agency, and that's it. But the free agency and trades is based on the way we play in the playoffs.
Yeah,
That's
I agree with that.
that's
I think the
Rob.
playoffs are
Sorry,
going
go.
to determine what happens for like a lot of different like coaches too. I think like if we go out from first round or we lose in the play-in, like Darvinham's gone. Like he won't be here. So
Coach Room, I want him gone regardless if he win the ring or not. I don't
oh,
want him.
so do I. But yeah,
So I just Rob. I know Rob will be like looking if we go far in the playoffs. Either he minus and adds certain players, but if you lose in the first round, I know he does a major trade. I understand that point, but with this team, and as a fan, I think we're gonna go far, right? But I don't want to play two playing games, right? And then I don't want us to be on a away game. I just want to be in a better suit. But if we were facing Thunder or the Minnesota, I think we're gonna win them. But Denver is gonna be a tough one. Denver, we gotta play like a perfect game in every game. A perfect coach, a perfect game, a perfect game from each player, right? But I don't want to put my cards in the Denver series. I prefer playing against OKC and Minnesota because I think Davis will just kill them both. We'll just do it in personal side. So that's got my hot take. Thanks for the coach for the space.
yeah, for sure, bro. Appreciate you.
One more thing. I gotta say is that Austin Reeves is the best white American player on the Lakers since Jerry West.
Um,
Caruso.
White American. Who's the best? There's no
I'm
white
trying to think.
American.
I'm just trying to think.
Yeah,
Caruso.
Travis Knight,
Caruso.
Caruso.
Is Caruso better than is Austin better than
Yes,
Yes.
he
Caruso?
is.
No, Caruso is not
No.
better than AR.
No.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Oh no, no,
I
no.
think I'd take
Who got a
Austin. I
ring?
think I'd take
No,
Austin. I
Austin,
think I'd take Austin.
Caruso
not
has better
Caruso.
defensive and better dunking, but AR has better passing, his shooting. I just think AR has.
Passing?
Yeah, you see it. You'll see it in the crossover too. But I'm just saying, as a white American in the Lakers, it's been Jerry West since since the '60s. Since then, it was but who? Travis Knight, Rambis.
Jerry West and Alex Caruso. Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. You can't put
Yeah.
Luke Walton. You can't put who else? I'm not sure. What you're thinking Ryan Kelly. You can't put
Jordan
them.
Farmar.
Jordan Farmer. So guys like
Yeah, nah. He might be the best
He
white
not better
American
than
since
Rambus. He
Jerry.
not better than Rambus.
ah.
He not better than
Rambus,
Rambus.
stop it. Yeah, nah, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Dude, Rambus near
Stop
Hall of
it.
Famer.
Stop.
No,
Stop
you
it.
got it.
Stop it.
Give me
Stop
Steve Nash, nigga.
it. Give me Austin over Rambus.
Steve Nash was no, no.
Steve
Was
Nash
better.
You play two games. Oh, no.
as a Laker. I think he's saying as a Laker
As a
though.
Laker, I said as a
Yeah,
Laker,
better,
as a
nigga.
Laker,
Steve Nash
as a
sucked as
Laker.
a Laker, bro. He was ass.
He was
He was
asking
ass.
Steve Nash standards. Nigga better than Austin Reeves.
I don't even know what his numbers are. I gotta look up Steve Nash numbers as a Laker.
He
That's
played.
crazy.
He played good for like a
Let me
stretch
look
in
them up.
March.
They might actually just be asked it for everybody. Wait, because they
Yeah,
definitely asked for Steve Nash, but it might be asked for everyone. Let me see.
yeah. Jerry
Laker.
West might be the one. That's
Okay,
what.
you know
I
what?
thought about this, guys.
Steve
So
Nash is not better than Austin.
Steve Nash is not there. I said white
Steve Nash
American.
is dog shit, bro.
Yeah, he's not better
Hey,
than
Steve Nash
Reeves.
is from Canada. Wait, time out. Is he?
Oh
He's from
yeah, he's
Canada.
not
He's
even
from
from
He's
here.
Canada.
not even
Yeah,
American.
I said white American, gentlemen. White
Yeah,
American.
no,
yeah. When
yeah.
you put all the
I think you're
qualifiers on
right.
it, yeah, it gets hard.
I think he
Listen, I
won,
thought
bro.
about this, so it's my hot take. I think
I
I'm
think
leaving
he
on this.
won. I think I
Listen,
agree.
White
Austin
American.
Reeves
Be
will be an
serious.
All Star within the next 2 years too. So
Okay, okay.
On that note,
Okay, okay.
on that note, listen, man, we really fuck with y'all.
You
Uh,
had me, bro, but that was
oh, James has a take. James, go ahead. Just on Coach James.
Appreciate y'all for letting me speak in the coaches. Then I had a few circumstances. Man, I can't give appreciation. I had some shit to attend to, but I maintained my perfect attendance because I'm here. I'm maybe late, but if you walk in class late, you still get marked present. So
shit. I didn't, nigga.
shout out to
Yeah,
shout out
that's
to
not
my
true.
perfect
But
attendance. Yeah, that's the South. Yeah, not North Carolina, but now
Fuck you
which
mean,
is the
North
South.
End
Carolina,
of the
nigga?
space. Still throwing shade
That's
at
where
me
Rome
for
is from.
No,
attendance,
That's where
I'm
saying
Rome is
it's
not.
from.
attendance.
North Carolina. That's not true.
James got
That's
to
Wilmington,
throw
North Carolina.
shots
Wilmington.
about attendance just because I'm here. That's the craziest thing.
Yeah, my perfect attendance. But now, to the game though, obviously LeBron had a great performance, not a 10 from three, which sort of pissed me off a little bit because I was begging this nigga to shoot more threes the past two games, and you can clearly see why. He's shooting amazing this year from three, but somehow thought three attempts in two games was fucking good. So when a nigga shoots more threes, I promise you, he looks way better offensively versus trying to get it out the low post, whatever the fuck he was doing versus Pacers. So I thought he was played great tonight. Obviously, I thought AD in the first half kind of set the tone, bro. I thought his rim running and getting out in transition, rolling to the basket was elite. Want to drop? I got this game the way he's so. I guess they started trapping him. I wasn't really paying attention to the details of what happened in the second half, but I guess Braun caught fire, so it didn't really matter. But two bench points when you get Gabe back is kind of crazy. I don't know if Torian got hurt. I seen he got hurt one play during the game. I don't know if he missed extended time after that. Um, it's the same old story. The starters played well, like they points. So great win. Not really too much to break down from this shit. It's just I hate that every time we get a guy back from injury, we lose another one. Hopefully Jackson Hayes is not serious because we clearly see that I don't know if Castleton is ready yet to be playing large backup minutes. So clearly we need Jackson Hayes to fill that role. But overall, great win. These niggas on Tuesday, so let's get dubs. If you win these next two, maybe one of these other teams that can drop one, and you could tie these niggas hands, but you absolutely have to go 2-0 these next two games and finish the road trip out 6-1. So let's get this W.
Yes, sir. Suns almost. I mean, Suns. Sorry, Kings are like they're playing the Jazz right now. It's kind of going a little bit back and forth, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, bro.
I finally found some good food in Clayco, bro. This shit hitting.
yes, sir.
This nigga Reeves, Braun got 40. He's We'll speak on that at a later date, brother.
Don't
Pass the
drink the
damn
water.
ball.
Um, facts, man.
Bro,
We
we're not
Nigga, I
Michigan
went to
down here.
Sam's Club
It's
the
not
other
Michigan.
day, nigga. Hell no.
respect Michigan, but yeah, man, we fuck with y'all. Happy Easter Sunday too to everybody who celebrates. We'll catch y'all on Tuesday against the Raptors in
Is this dude
Toronto
atheist?
in the 66666 in Drakestown.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
sir. Back in the
By the
six.
way,
Jay
We'll
Z
be
toured
there.
there.
LeBron was caught rapping the lyrics to Kendrick's verse on Like That before
He's
the
a fan
game,
of like all of
pregame.
us. He's a fan like all of
So
us. Yeah.
he chose a side.
I don't know about that. More on that at Coach's Corner. Coach's Corner. We'll dive into that a little later.
That's PG Lang Bron. That's TD Bron. We appreciate y'all, man. Go Lakes, yo. Drake does. Drake's
And
time to
gas, start
respond
the
has already
space.
left.
Start the space gas.